There's a new niche on TikTok that literally just came out of nowhere, and in just the last 72 hours, this niche is blowing up insanely fast. I'm talking multiple brand new accounts posting this content and getting pushed immediately by the algorithm, and this is not just a one-off type of thing. This is the exact kind of pattern that you see when something has serious potential. The difference is most people don't catch it at this early of a stage. They find it way later after it's already been outdated. There's a way to actually stay ahead of this and consistently find content that's already going viral before everyone else finds out what's going on. That's exactly what my students and I have been doing, hopping on niches just like this while it's insanely early, capitalizing on all the views translating into money. So in this video, I'm gonna break down exactly what's going on with this niche, how they're making the content, why it's going so viral, and more importantly, show you how to program your account. That way you can find these opportunities almost automatically. That way you're not guessing what to post, you're seeing what's constantly already working while it's still early and capitalizing on it before everybody else does. All right guys, so right off the bat, we've got this account right here, only at 1,000 followers, but only has one video posted so far, and this video brought the 1,000 followers. As you can see, they're gonna launch some sort of app, I'm guessing, called Polymax. Join the waitlist. They haven't added any link yet, but the main point I'm bringing this up is simply because their first video got 770,000 views, and this was posted 2 days ago. This account just started posting as well, and the first video they posted in that specific niche that I'm going to be going over today was posted just the other day, and it's at 2.1 million views. As you can see, all their videos beforehand were not in like any specific niche at all. It's kind of just random BS. But as soon as they start posting a piece of content actually with some viral intention behind it, they get 2.1 million views. Now their account's at 1,800 followers just off that one video. And then we've got this account right here, which is already at 7.3 thousand followers. They've been posting in this kind of like motivational niche for a while, like slideshows, kind of just pictures. And then they post one in this specific trend that's blowing up, and boom, 1.2 million views. Before I even dive into what this niche is and how you guys can ultimately make the content for yourself, if you guys are new here and wondering why it's actually important to go viral, because views don't mean anything if it doesn't turn into money, there's essentially three main ways that you can capitalize off of attention. First, you can use these types of niches to grow an account to 5,000 followers, because you would need 5,000 followers to join TikTok Shop Affiliate. In that program, you're literally just getting paid a commission when you promote products and people buy the product from your video. Super seamless, easy way to make money with TikTok. Or you can grow your account to 10,000 followers, which leads me into my second way of making money on TikTok, which is the Creator Rewards program. And that's just simply where you're posting original content like this that's over a minute long, and you will get paid a certain amount per 1,000 views. RPM is just what you get paid per 1,000 views when you join the Creator Rewards program. The main stats you want to be aiming for when posting content to get the highest RPM possible is hitting a higher age audience and hitting mostly the US or the UK. I've personally gotten a few of my accounts to have upwards of like a $2.50 RPM. I'll put it up on the screen. I think like one of my videos that I posted got like 1.3 million views and made me like $3,000 or something like that. Crazy RPM. But the average RPM is around like $1 per 1,000 views. And so if you post videos over a minute long, once joining the Creator Rewards program, you get paid per 1,000 views. And then the third way of making money is selling digital products. So like what this account is going to do is they're going to sell a digital product called Polymax. Either it's an app, some sort of ebook, or just like a community of people that want motivation or something like that. Selling something that you own based off the attention that you have. And so now that you guys know the three ways to actually make money with social media, so now let's just watch these videos to see what this niche actually is and why it's going so viral. That's all it is. They're basically just putting motivational images, zooming in on them every time the beat hits. And as you can see, it gets a ton of engagement. People commenting algorithm because they want it more on their feed. People saying they love this trend. People even trolling, saying 99% of people aren't going to do anything after seeing this, which is honestly probably true. A lot of people are lazy. Now let's watch this one on this other account with 1,800 followers. And then let's watch this one right here that got 1.2 million views. And so now there's a few ways you can go about making these videos. Obviously, you're going to want to use the same background sound they're using because that's a crucial part into why these videos are going viral. Because when people hear this sound now and see like a type of video like this, they're going to immediately know what niche this is and if they want to stay and watch the video or not. But you can either pull these types of images off of like motivational Instagram accounts or X accounts. You can find them everywhere. Or you could just make a ton of these new images with AI. And these do have more pros than just pulling it off of a Instagram account because you can make them extremely way more eye-catching than ones you can find. You can honestly put outlandish things like the opposite of motivation, basically get a bunch of rage bait comments. You have way more control when you're making the images on your own. And ultimately, when you're pulling images from Instagram, it's only a matter of time before everybody uses those images from Instagram, and then TikTok won't push it out anymore because it'll technically be unoriginal content. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna end up making a bunch of images just like this with Nano Banana Pro, and I'm gonna show you guys exactly how to do that right now. All right, so what I just did was I screenshotted 3 different motivational like images from that video, and I'm gonna give it to Claude and I'm gonna say, I want 4 Nano Banana prompts in JSON format to make 4 images with this type of motivational meaning. That's literally all I'm gonna say. So I'm gonna give this to Claude. Now I've got 4 different images that have some sort of motivational meaning while also being visual. So sort of like this. Same thing with this one right here. And same thing with this one right here. But honestly, I think the style could be way better. So I just gave Claude another prompt with the same 3 images that we used for before as an example. And I said, I want 4 Nano Banana prompts in JSON format to make 4 images like this with a motivational meaning. I want the aesthetic to be exactly like these ones with the same coloring and the same vibe of the picture. All right, so now our images are a lot better. We've got images like this. Way more simple for the viewer, way more straight to the point. Same thing with this one right here. I really like this one right here, and then this one as well. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna download all 4 of these images because honestly, we only need 3 because that's what was going on in the video. Now the first thing I did was I extracted the audio from the original video that we want to get this same audio from. Now I have our 3 images in here, and this is literally all we're gonna do. Like, these do not take long at all. We're gonna start with the first image that we want. We're gonna make it full screen just like this to where the whole entire image is showing. And we're literally just gonna slowly crop it and zoom it in as the video goes on with the beats, if that makes sense. I don't know if I said that correctly, but it's basically just gonna play and zoom in on beat, if that makes sense. So right when it's about to hit the second beat right here, we're gonna cut it. Just for reference, let's look at how this one does it one more time. So all we gotta do is that. So we're gonna slowly zoom it in on different types of people. And I'm just using this scale tool right here to zoom it in. I'm not even cropping anything yet. Now we're gonna go to the next beat and we're gonna bring it to the picture of the guy right up here. So just after 3 cuts, this is what we've got so far. And now we've got to after this beat, we're just going to zoom it back in all the way normally. It should look like this. And now after every single one of these little beats, it's gonna zoom in slowly. So boom, zoom it in a little bit. Go to the next beat, cut, zoom it in a little bit more. Move it over here so it looks better. Now we're gonna slowly zoom it out because that's what the example video is doing. We're gonna cut again right here, zoom out a little bit more. So now this is what we've got so far. Right here is where we implement our second image, which we'll go ahead and do this one right here. Boom, cut it right after the first beat, and we're gonna zoom it in onto this one, then we're gonna do this one, and then we're gonna do this one. Boom, zoom it in a lot more. We're gonna move it this way, cut at the beat, move it this way, cut at the beat, zoom it out again, let's see what we're looking at. Okay. All I'm doing is cutting it after every little single beat drop. And then I'm slightly moving the image to another part of the image to where it gives it kind of that like little aesthetic. Then now we do the third image. And so this is what we have so far, just for some context. We're just going to do this third image, same way we've been doing it the entire time. And now, as you can see, when I try and zoom it in just to fill in the top image, the text is cut off because we can't like fit the entire thing in while not incorporating the bottom part, because we only want this top part to be in it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use this crop tool right here. I'm going to crop it to the image that we want to use. Then we're going to make it back to normal percentage, so where it should look like this. And then all I'm going to do to fill in the rest of the screen while keeping it with that same aesthetic is I'm going to copy and paste this twice, and then on the one under it, I'm going to zoom it in all the way, and then I'm going to go to the effects tabs right here, search up for blur, and then make sure you're clicking on the zoomed in version, and we're just going to drag the blur on top of that, and then we're going to make this full blurry. So now, as you can see, it goes from this image to this image, and it still looks normal. And then when we want to use the bottom image, we can go back to this crop tool, bring it down here. And now as you can see, it goes from the top image to the bottom image while keeping that same blur background. I don't really like the white right here, so I'm just going to crop it a tiny bit more. And then now we can go back to the regular image since we're just going to be finishing the zooms. Boom, that took me like 5 minutes to do. I'm about to show you guys the final result, but you guys don't have to make these a minute long, which they will be original and monetizable in the Creator Rewards program once you make them a minute long and actually join the Creator Rewards program after you get to 10,000 followers. But when you're just growing your account to get to either 5,000 followers or 10,000 followers, it does not matter how long the video is. I mean, as you guys can see, these 13-second clips like this one right here are blowing up just as much as like a minute long video would. So let's just watch the final result. Boom, just like that, you have a viral piece of content that you can post on one of your brand new accounts and start growing it in this specific niche. Hopefully you guys actually got some value from this and actually end up starting one of these accounts for yourself. This is actually one of the most easy ways I've seen in a good few months of how to get an account monetized fairly quickly. And if you want to seriously lock in and constantly stay ahead of trends like this, I'll have Creator Labs Premium down below as the first link in the description, where the 30-day challenge inside Creator Labs is going on right now, to where when you join and complete the challenge, we give you a full refund for your first month in premium. Inside there, I give you guys everything needed in order to actually hit results like this, because they obviously get my one-to-one support along with everything else needed. But yeah, without further ado, make sure you guys like and subscribe, and I'll catch you in the next video.